Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Liam from PushSquare, and I'm here today to tell you all about the free games available as part of PlayStation Plus for February 2020. Before we start, if you could give this video a like and click subscribe, that would be very much appreciated. Now I have to start this by saying I am very surprised by the quality of titles on offer this month, and not only do you get 2 great PlayStation 4 games, you also get 1 very good PlayStation VR game as well. That's 3 games included as part of your subscription. Christmas in February, what can I say? It's a nice little treat for everyone subscribed to PlayStation Plus. So the first game available is BioShock the Collection. This is a compilation package of the first 3 BioShock games fully remastered for PlayStation 4. You get access to BioShock, BioShock 2 and BioShock Infinite, all of which have been remastered in 1080p and include all single player add-on content. If you've never played BioShock before, you are in for an absolute treat. The original BioShock is arguably one of the greatest games ever made, and in some ways kind of revolutionized a lot of the ways that developers tell stories through single player first person shooters. It lets you run around one of the best realized locations in gaming. Rapture is a fantastic location for the game to take place in. It has wonderful villains, it has wonderful weapons, it's just wonderful, honestly, it's so good. Then we have BioShock 2, which no one really talks about, but I actually liked it, maybe just as much as the original. It was made by a different team to the original creators of the series, but I think they took everything that the first game did so well and just built upon it. It tells a really interesting story in the same location as the original game. It lets you play as a Big Daddy. I mean, what more is there to say? It's a fantastic game that is often overlooked, and I think that's criminal. Give this a try, don't sleep on it, you won't regret it. And finally we have BioShock Infinite, which some people don't like. I personally still absolutely adore it. I think it had lofty ambitions, and that's not just a very terrible pun because it takes place in the sky. To be honest, it doesn't necessarily deliver on all of its promises, but BioShock Infinite is a very nice 14 to 15 hour long single player story driven first person shooter that's an essential game to play, especially if you've already worked your way through the first 2 games in the series. Also, 2K, the publishers of BioShock, recently announced that they are working on a 4th entry in the series, so it made sense that this is part of your PlayStation Plus subscription, lets you play through every game in the trilogy so far in preparation for whatever this mysterious 4th entry will be. Also, if you have already played through the original trilogy, it is worth revisiting for that DLC, and there's even some nice little visual improvements as well, so it is worth your time. It's just a shame BioShock 2 doesn't have its multiplayer included. Does anyone else remember BioShock 2's multiplayer modes? No? Is that just me? Was I the only one who played that? Alright. Next up, we have the PlayStation 4 edition of The Sims 4. The PlayStation 4 version is pretty much comparable to the PC version, albeit one with some fiddly controls and a hell of a lot of menus to work your way through, but this is a very, very faithful recreation of that classic simulation game. It's fantastic. If you've never played a Sims game before, you're in for a treat. You could lose hundreds of hours just making a lovely little house, filling it with lovely furniture, and then creating a very realistic likeness of Keanu Reeves, and just having him potter around and go to work and watch TV and eat cereal. The Sims is a very strange game. But this is a really, really good game. Very casual, anyone can pick it up and just have a really fun time playing it. I'm quite surprised this is included, actually. It's a really good addition though. I think it's there to celebrate the game's 20-year anniversary, which is wild. And finally we have Firewall Zero Hour, which is a PlayStation VR exclusive tactical first-person shooter. Now, I won't lie, I have not played this game, but our very own Sammy reviewed it over on the website, and he found it to be a very enjoyable and unique shooter that uses all of the features available through PlayStation VR to create something that is actually quite intuitive. He says in his review that you can peek around corners and gesture to your teammates. Sounds very similar to Rainbow Six Siege, and for an online-only game, the fact that it's now included for free means that there will be a lot of people playing online. So there really is no better time to get back into it, especially if you already own the game. Now there's more people to play with. Also, they mentioned on the PlayStation blog that a new season of free content begins on the same day that all of these games are released, so that's nice as well. Lots of lovely new free features for you to have a play around with. The games will be available from the 4th of February until the 2nd of March. This also means that you have a few days left to grab January's PlayStation Plus games, which includes the hilarious Goat Simulator and the fantastic Uncharted The Nathan Drake Collection, which we recently name dropped on our 10 best single player story story games for PS4 video, which you can watch over on the channel. How's that for cross promotion? And that's your lot. 3 games, 3 pretty good games actually. I'm quite impressed by this month's lineup, but what do you think? Let me know in the comments below whether you're happy, sad, disappointed, or not bothered. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and make sure to click subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.